Amazing game. It really was. It was a phenomenal game up until you know what that
Man, you
dumbass
know
call.
what? That I guess nothing's uncatchable anymore. One, I
Right.
know it's
I know.
holding. I know
I
it's
was
holding. I know
so
it's before the snap. But you know what, ref? Swallow the fucking whistle. It's a joke. Let the
they were
players play. You let them play all game, and the little tug is
yeah.
that's when you call it. Hey, I could have pointed out 15 other penalties. One, I'd been like, hey, look at that. That's holding. Hey, that's PI. When
Right.
Quez Watkins went across the middle, his arms got hit. That's a penalty. It's not why the Eagles lost. I don't want to be that Eagle fan and say we lost because of that, because we didn't.
Right.
There's two
Right.
reasons why we lost this game. One, and it's two numbers. One, we got 0 sacks on Patrick Mahomes. The second, Jalen Hurts had a big fumble that resulted in 7, trying to do too much, man. That's why, in my opinion, we lost the game. And our defense reverted back to last year where it's like, here's some vanilla coverage. Please just throw it at us. Let's not play man. Let's not blitz. Let's just fucking die. Let's just die 1,000 fucking cuts. That's what
Yeah.
it was like. What are we gonna do? Let's change something. They made adjustments, and I don't even want to. Don't even get me started about the miscommunications, bro. It's like, oh, here's a wide open guy. I could have caught that fucking ball. Andy Reid, man,
Yeah.
tip my
Look,
hat to him, bro. Patrick Mahomes,
yeah,
stop
100.
hobbling. Your ankle's not that fucking hurt. Shut the fuck up. You fucking running for 40 yards, now you're hobbling. Shut up. Come on.
Look, I think the MVP of this game on the
Chiefs
car ride.
O-line.
Yeah, Chiefs O-line. They should have literally gave that MVP trophy to the whole offensive
Oh, you
line.
can't do that.
I think, yeah, I think it's so overlooked that a team since the 1985 Chicago Bears, this is the one of the best defenses of all time in NFL history. Chicago Bears. That is the only team to have more sacks than the Philadelphia Eagles this season. And for them to show up like that and for them to keep Mahomes clean for the most part is absolutely phenomenal, bro.
I didn't even feel like there was that much pressure. I
No,
know there was a
not at all.
few where he
All the
stepped
licks that
up.
he took, all the licks that he took was when he was running the football. None of it
Yeah.
was in the pocket.
No, man. And the Chiefs outrushed the Eagles. Who would have thought that would have happened? It wasn't by a few. Um,
And that comes to my second person that I want to give a lot of credit to, Andy Reid. Andy Reid called a hell of a game, man. You said it, halftime adjustments. He saw something that nobody else saw. And a night where you would think the system quarterback will get bailed out by the coach and the more talented quarterback has to make more of the wow throws. It was the complete opposite. Look, Mahomes had some great throws tonight. Don't get me wrong. He had some Mahomes moments, but there was a lot of times in that game it was scheme over talent. The
yeah.
scheme
I mean,
took
you tell me before the game when Patrick Mahomes was going to throw for 190 yards. I'd be like, we're going to win the game.
that's a dub. That's a dub.
And it wasn't. And Jalen Hurts is going to throw for 300, and it's going to be close. And I think that fumble he had kind of shifted momentum. I thought the Eagles were rolling. They were kind of, and it kind of gave the Chiefs life. I know we went and scored. We get a stop. We get a field goal. But man, I have to say this about the Eagles. We have the shittiest punter in the NFL, whether it's Spinos, whether it's Kern. Our punting unit sucks. Kadarius Toney made a great play. That's why they got him for nothing. It just pisses me off that he was even available for them because he's a good player. Eagles lost this game. The defense didn't show up. Jonathan Gannon, I put a lot of this shit on you. Jalen Hurts, man, I was really mad at you when you had the fumble. You played your heart out. You lowered your shoulder. You gave it your all. And I don't want to be that guy that's like, there's always next year, because it's not really next year
It's
unless you're the
not.
Chiefs or the Patriots. That's
Yeah.
never really a thing. Let's not act like that.
Yeah.
And I think Mahomes played a hell of a game. Whether it was just taking what was there, he did enough to win.
Yeah.
And the Eagles kind of showed their flaws. Whether it was, we talked about the D-line getting pressure, but the coverage was shit today. The way we played, we didn't get up. I feel like once Travis Kelce scored, we were like, we can't play man anymore. We just got to play zone every fucking play. And I hated that. I hated that so much.
You know what? I wouldn't say that on paper the offensive line was better with the Chiefs, but
no, but
let's
were
just be
better.
honest. They slightly won the advantage on the ground, because where was the Eagles' run game tonight besides Jalen Hurts, Max?
the runs we did were so predictable, and this is the one thing we just rely so much on the talent we have up front. I'm so tired of just the east west runs with Sanders. It's like that's all cool and shit and dandy. Um, but can we get under center a little bit? Can we just have that run game that we had with Doug Peterson? You remember that one where it was pulling guards? And I love Jason Kelsey. He pulls on the quarterback draw and all that shit. But I was just disappointed in our line. And I honestly thought they did a better. I felt like their D line played better than I thought, and their O line whooped our ass. I'm just going to put it like that. They whooped our ass because they're not
No,
more
they did.
talented than the
They did.
Eagles.
And in a situation where you guys could have, it fell into your guys' lap, the game plan that we all thought. You guys go up
we
10
kept
points.
him off the field, bro. We were keeping
Yeah.
Mahomes off the field. And, bro, you can say whatever you want because let's say Mahomes lost this game. It's on the defense, bro. Both these defenses didn't play that great.
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs made a few more timely plays than the Eagles. But the truth is, bro, the Chiefs scored every time the second half. Every time. 3 touchdowns and a field goal. And they were playing for a field goal. They could have scored a touchdown.
Yeah. I thought it was really telling for the Chiefs to only be down by 10 at half with them not getting the ball all that much. Part of it was because of that fumble by Hurts. I understand that. But for them to only be down 10, I thought it was a testament of this defense is about to get shredded in the second half. Like that's how I felt.
Yeah. It's heartbreaking, man, as an Eagles fan. And, you know, it's a young team, but, you know, it's nothing's a guarantee, man. You know, I know the Chiefs and the Patriots are their own thing. Look at every other team won. Every other team struggles. Look at the Rams. They were good for a few years, and now they're trash. The Niners have had their down years. Now they're back, and they've had 2 good years. But what about next year? They have no quarterbacks. And the Eagles let a golden opportunity slip. And, you know, I love Fletcher Cox, Hassan Reddick, Javon Hargrave, and all the D front, but they didn't do their job today. And I'm not going to put this on that ref. It's a fucking bitch move to throw that flag when it didn't matter in the play. Because let's be real, that's not the most egregious holding that's never been called.
Yeah,
100%. That was a very light one. And I was like, please just pick it up. That ball was so fucking done. Like, Mahomes just threw it to see if they get the flag. He was not going to throw it to him.
On a night where Patrick Mahomes didn't have to be Superman, everyone
he did make some Superman-esque plays, though. I don't want to take that away. He made some zingers with some guys being pushed into him. He ran the ball, and he just took what was there.
He had a couple of good runs, but I
felt like Eagles' defense was so bad. It was like, here, just take 5 yards. Here, take 6, take 7.
I just felt like Jalen Hurts played so much better than him. Like Jalen Hurts, if you would put it on screen and be like, you don't know anything about these quarterbacks, and all I told you.
No, I agree. He made the better plays, no doubt. But he also made the most costly play in the game.
Yeah,
that was the difference. That turnover.
He made up for it. In my opinion, he made up for it though. He marched right down the field and he scored, and it didn't affect them at all. No. I thought it was just one of those things where the ball doesn't go your way. The ball fell out of his hands. There was a stupid throw that Mahomes had in the first quarter or second quarter, early in the first half, where he was throwing it to one of his guys on the floor.
Yeah, it was like that little screen shuffle. And you know what pissed me off about the Hurts fumble? It was 3rd and 1. We flinched. We were going to just push him right through like we did all game. And that play resulted in that. We could have went up 21-7, had all the momentum. It's a little bit different. Maybe we get another stop, get the score. And, you know, the Eagles shot themselves in the foot with the fumble. It was not the reason they lost because there's a lot of other plays they could have made. And the difference is, one, Eagles did not make the plays. Kansas City made the plays.
Yeah.
And shout out to the refs for being fucking lame.
I just hate, Max, that any football game, fuck the Super Bowl, I don't care.
No, it's all year with this shit. It's not the first time, and I'm not trying to be an Eagle homer. I've said this about numerous games. The fucking refs suck in NFL. The fields suck. Roger Goodell, you suck. Fix the fields, fix the ref. You make billions of dollars, and you can't afford good fields and good refs. You're a joke.
I hate the fact that the game came down to a play call. Let the players determine the outcome. If it's egregious, like if I'm a ref, like any situation, I should just tell them like 2 minutes to go into the game, guys. 2 minutes to go, all right? Don't call anything unless it's egregious. Hold your fucking whistle.
And why can't New York come in and just overrule that and be like, fuck that? Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. They overrule everything. Like, that play was nowhere near egregious. Nowhere. If you have to review the play to see if he did it, it's not egregious. Play straight up. That should be the rule. That's the way I see it. And the fact that it got called on the most important play of the game, the Eagles held up to a field goal. Everyone wanted to see Jalen Hurts go down the field down by 3 points.
Everyone had the ball with like a minute 15 and a timeout.
Who didn't want to see that, Max?
No, I honestly think if we get the ball, we're going to tie the game. That's just how I feel.